Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, same name, at Movies TV Mad, Instagram and TikTok, at Movies TV Mad 555. Right, the Johnny Depp situation and the Amber Heard situation has got to be one of the most tragic, controversial, confusing stories in Hollywood history. We've heard so many things. We've heard secret recordings, Johnny Depp bugging a conversation between him and his then wife, Amber Heard. We've heard her say some things about people never going to believe him about what he's accusing her of. We just don't know where we are with this. It's just, it's mind-boggling. And there's so many people who hate Amber Heard, who have tried her in the court of public opinion. All her socials have got the comments off. It's really bad. Most people have taken Johnny Depp's side here. It's always been my opinion that these two have taken lumps out of each other, and it's he said, she said. Who knows what went on in this relationship? It's obvious it was a toxic relationship, but was it last year? Johnny Depp took a British publication to court and he lost. The hearing deemed that he'd actually hit Amber Heard. So this forced Warner Brothers to sack him from Fantastic Beasts. Now, there's an article here from Pop Topic. This is an article by Diane Anders. Morale was low after Johnny Depp was fired from Fantastic Beasts 3. Fantastic Beasts 3 crew members revealed that morale was low and people were not happy with Warner Brothers' decision to fire Johnny Depp. It's politics and everybody knows it. A Fantastic Beasts 3 crew member speaks out about Warner Brothers' decision to fire beloved Hollywood veteran Johnny Depp, who was supposed to play Grindelwald in the upcoming movie. Now, this was a big coup for J.K. Rowling. They pretty much had so much say in the first two Fantastic Beasts films. She wrote both the scripts. It wasn't like Harry Potter. She didn't write the Harry Potter movies, but she was there to make sure that they did it right. Got her vision right from the books. But she is totally in control of these first two movies. And the public opinion is that these films are disastrous. Now, I actually think the first one's great. I think the second one doesn't really make much sense, and there's some weird things going on in this movie. I think the narrative is just messy. So it's been a bit of a mess for Joe, but this casting was a big coup, as was the casting for Dumbledore, Jude Law. So her casting's been absolutely fantastic, but the films have been problematic. I think the first one is definitely a really good film. Anyway, the atmosphere changed dramatically when we learned that Depp would not be returning to the set. The crew member disclosed, "I know it sounds dramatic, but the first day of shooting without him really felt like a funeral. I think it felt that way because we cast and crew were given strict instructions not to talk about it. According to the Insider, the entire cast and crew had to sign a non-disclosure agreement which stipulated that they were not allowed to discuss Johnny Depp to media or at any press events." Jude Law was forced to bite his tongue in an Entertainment Tonight interview where he was asked Johnny's so-called resignation, but he confessed that they were forced to go along with it. In a franchise like this, it's the studio and the company that makes the big decisions, and you have to go along with those because we're just a member of the team, Jude said regarding Depp's exit from the franchise. However, according to the crew member, Jude Law was absolutely devastated by the news. The crew member recalls complete silence from the entire team after Johnny Depp was forced to step down. The silence was deafening. Nobody had anything to say, mostly because we weren't allowed to talk about Depp's departure. I would compare it to seeing my favourite teacher quit, but the truth is that to a lot of us, Johnny was like family. Johnny Depp was nothing but lovely to me and the rest of the crew. It didn't matter that I'm just some contractor. It didn't matter that I'm not famous. He never treated me like trash or talked down to me. And to be honest, that happens a lot in the industry. Johnny Depp engages with everyone equally, and that's because I believe he's a very humble human being. The Fantastic Beasts 3 crew member added, "Morale is down and the energy is not the same. I think that this is going to translate over in the final cut. It's just different. The worst thing about it is that we never really got a chance to say goodbye, or as sad as it sounds, let out our grief about it. We reached out to the crew member and asked them if they know what the general stance on the Amber Heard is. The Amber v Heard, I don't know why they're calling it, the Amber v Heard is among the rest of the team, and whether they had any extra knowledge on the situation. They responded, it's political and everybody knows it, like not in your typical sense of the word, as in left versus right. As far as I know, Depp is very liberal, but Amber Heard has some powerful political friends. As for the DV stuff, people just don't talk about it. What they do talk about is how Amber is a liar, though. So there's that. We also inquired whether they were worked with, We also inquired whether they've ever worked with Amber Heard before, to which they replied, me personally, no. I've been working in the industry for over a decade and have never worked with her. But I do have a few friends that have kind of worked with her. I say kind of because, as my friends put it, you never work with her, you only work for her. As a close friend of mine told me that the Amber Heard... Sorry, say that again. A close friend of mine told me that she, Amber Heard, refused to make eye contact with any of the crew on one of her last projects, and she was quite rude. The Fantastic Beasts 3 crew member concluded, Danish actor Mads Mikkelsen will replace Johnny Depp as Gellert Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 3, which is currently slated for a July 2022 release date. We'll have to wait and see just how badly morale affected the film. So it's very interesting. As I say, it's a very, very tragic situation. It really is. And if Johnny Depp is this victim of Amber Heard, it's very, very tragic. Amber Heard has come out as the bad guy here, and who knows? But here's the thing I was thinking while reading this. I haven't heard one actor, one director, one producer, anyone on Twitter defend this woman. And I think this is sensational if you think about it. Because normally when these things come out, you know, the extremist part of the entertainment industry always come out. They use it as propaganda against the man. But no one's really come out from the entertainment industry with any A-list credentials actually criticizing this man. This is interesting. What does this mean? This probably means he is a victim, but everyone is too scared to say anything. He has now been found guilty in a legal court of law for hitting this woman. As I say, I believe this couple were hitting each other, allegedly. That's what I think. I think they were abusive towards each other. It was poisonous. Now, clearly, Johnny wanted to prove that he was the victim and she was the aggressor. We don't live in that kind of world, sadly. So if a woman is doing this to a man, we don't live in a world where a man's going to be believed. What is the stance from the extreme left these days? A woman should be believed when she's accusing a man, even before it goes to court. Automatically, she should be believed. But when a man comes out and said he says he's the victim, a man isn't supposed to be believed. This is the world we live in. We live in an apocalypse now. It's very scary if you're a man or if you've got any opinion that isn't towards the extreme left's narrative. And here we are. What he should have done, he should have been smart. He should have just divorced her, walked away, didn't say anything. He still would have had his career. He shouldn't have taken the publication from the UK to court. That was a very dangerous game he played, and he lost. Not only did he lose, but he lost his career. Now, I'm sure eventually he'll make films again. There'll be someone who is brave enough to work with him. Probably Tim Burton, who he's got a great relationship with, and Tim Burton's got great quality, of course. But it is very, very sad that this has happened. As I say, there is a recording out there because he planted something on her, I don't know, a bug or a recording device or anything. We know there was some kind of conversation where she said, well, no one's going to believe you anyway. I'm a woman. So it's pretty bad. There's no one out there to say a nice thing about this woman. They're not saying anything. As I say, normally everyone would come out to her defense and talk about her being a victim. That's not what's going on. Now, Amber Heard is getting ready. She's isolating for 2 weeks before she starts shooting Aquaman 2. Now, I think this is interesting because I've said this on my channel and my live streams before. I believe they'll probably kill the character off or something like that. She probably won't survive the movie. It's typical Hollywood. Or will they keep her there? It's going to be very, very difficult for Warner Brothers because, as I say, the court of public opinion is on Depp's side. What is the whole truth of this? I've told you my opinion. I believe this was a toxic relationship. They should have got counselling, gone their separate ways, and it should never have been spoken of again. And Johnny Depp would have his career, and she wouldn't be hated by the court of public opinion. So what do you think about this? Should Johnny Depp be reinstated? Is he the victim? Is he the aggressor? Are they just as bad as each other? Comment down below. Like, share and subscribe. Remember, follow me on Twitter at MoviesTVMad, Instagram and TikTok at MoviesTVMad555, and I will see you later.